Hello there, Scorpios. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. My name is Johnny Alchemy from JohnnyAlchemyTarot.com, and welcome to your February 2021 Tarot Forecast reading. I hope the month of January went well for you and you had a great start to the new year. So let's continue forward and see what the cards may have to say for you for the month of February. This is going to be a general reading, so some messages may apply. Take that as your wisdom and guidance from the universe. Anything else that does not apply may be a message for someone else. So thank you so much for your openness and understanding. I greatly appreciate it. And let's look into the cards and see what they have to say for you for the month of February 2021. Okay. Excuse me. Ooh. Okay. Love, love, love. Okay. Let's see. Like that. Okay. Card and a 2. Okay. Well, right in the center of your reading, we have the 2 of Cups right here. 2 of Cups. Again, very much like the Lover's card. In February, we also have Valentine's Day coming as well. So 2 of Cups talking about love and a certain relationship to be had. With the Suit of Cups especially, it's on that emotional level. So there could be a very strong emotional bond, a very passionate bond that you can share with someone if you are in a relationship, or that you are just available and in a good place for love to enter your life. Again, if it is Valentine's Day coming, that if there is someone that you have had your eye on, or if you've been trying to make a decision about whether to go for a relationship, this could be an indication that it could be beneficial for you to do so. You might be in a very, very stable place to allow a new person into your life. Very much like the Lover's card, these 2 people, they look into the 2 chalices that they exchange with one another, and they're able to have that body language of looking straight at each other, being equal, seeing eye to eye, having clear communication. And also you see Leo in between both of them, that lion's head, to say there's a great passion and spiritual passion between the 2 of them. So this could be a very, again, I mean, I'm not one to just go straight for love readings until I see cards that say so. 2 of Cups, definitely something to do with love if this does resonate with you. So let's look into some other cards that we see here. We also have, I love this. Okay, so we have, first of all, the High Priestess. In that same line with that 2 of Cups. So there could be something intuitively that is speaking to you to say that you are ready for love, or that you've learned great lessons in love, because I see some other cards here that could indicate that as well. That you've learned great lessons in love, and that you are in a way have advanced or evolved your understanding of it. So it could be, obviously, seeing some of the other cards here, it could have been from past failures, past disappointments, things that just didn't work out relationship-wise or love-wise for you. And now you've had time to really make sense of them, to understand the lessons from them. And now is raised your awareness of who you are and what you want in a relationship, what you consider love, how you show love, how you receive love, all those types of lessons to really understand on a much deeper level and subconscious level about what love is to you and what a relationship means to you. So that High Priestess talks about really deep intuition and getting in touch with your subconscious needs that you may want in a relationship and how to fulfill them for yourself and for others. We also have the Justice card right here. So Justice, also talking about past actions that have gone on and the repercussions of them, the consequences. So again, if you've learned from the past about things that didn't work out, and things that may have failed relationship-wise or love-wise, this Justice card is telling me that you've learned to take accountability for your part in those failures or disappointments. You've understood that, okay, where was I lacking, and what role did I play in those times that things turned out negatively or things that turned out not in my favor? What was my point, or what part did I play in that control over that situation? Because in a relationship, it always takes two for things to happen. You know, it's not just one person or one person's way. It's an energetic exchange of love, emotion, communication with two people. So here it shows a certain emotional maturity and growth. Talking about the Justice card, you've learned to bring things into balance. They have the scales right here, and again, talking about that Two of Cups, seeing eye to eye, being on the same level, having equality in the relationship. So these are lessons that you probably could have learned, how to balance out a relationship. You understand your flaws and where maybe you lack in a certain way, but that greater awareness helps you understand that, that's something for you to communicate with your partner now, to say that I may not be the best at this, I may have trouble communicating so and so, but this is what I need to help. This is where I need you to kind of help me, bring me out of my shell, to kind of pull me out and to have these conversations and to initiate those conversations, because that's something that I need and I know that I'm working on. So there's a certain emotional maturity here, which I love. And numerically, it's funny, I can see here, we got the 2, and it's funny, it looks like an 11 here, these 2 numerically dashes, and we also got 11 here. 11 is the Justice card, so that would be 11, and this looks like an 11. And what do they come down to? 1 plus 1 equals 2. The Two of Cups right in the middle of both of them. So numerically, it shows me that there's an equality here. You've learned a certain balance, both on the emotional and intuitive side with that High Priestess, but also on the practical side, learning from experience, talking about that Justice card. So here you've really learned to balance out the spiritual understanding of love and the practical understanding of love from real experience. And now it puts you, again, here in the middle, this understanding and stable place in your life where you understand that love can exist, that you can have love, and that love is not something impossible or something that is not meant for you or is too difficult, but rather something that you've worked on personally, and now you can share that with someone else. So let's look deeper. Not going into that card yet. Okay, so let's go into the High Priestess, 6 of Wands. Upright, right underneath it. So you've understood that from whatever past failures, whatever it was, that there is still success. There could be a lot of success and victory coming in when it comes to love, because you've done the internal work, you've done the personal journey, you've had the personal enlightenment from your experiences. And so you have it in your head that maybe deep down you've realized that I've learned a lot. I've grown a lot, and I've put myself in a position where I can find true success and victory in terms of love in my life, and that I can succeed in this. I can be victorious in this. I can have a wonderful relationship. I can experience deep love on a level that I've never had before in my life. I can have a long-lasting relationship because I know that I have control over it now, that I have power of my choice and how I choose to react or respond to certain situations. So here you understand spiritually that love is not something out of your grasp. It is something that is attainable. It's something real. It's something that you create for yourself with that person. It's not something that is left to fate or to circumstance or whatever it is. It's a choice. So let's move on. Also, the Justice card underneath here. Underneath the Justice card, we have the Star card. Such great cards here. I love this for you fellow Scorpios out there. You've learned really your most authentic self from all of this. From learning from your personal, real experiences of the past, you've learned to shed away all the negativity from it, all those old senses of self, all that old skin that you may have carried before, and you've learned to just be someone new, someone enlightened from all of this. Your most genuine self at this current moment in terms of love. You've learned to just love yourself and to be unapologetic about it. And also to just bear it all and just say, this is me. This is what you're going to get if you're going to be with me. I'm just going to put it out there right now. So I have nothing else to hide. This is going to be what you're going to deal with if we are going to be in a relationship. And you have no problem telling that to people anymore. You have no problem sharing that with people. And honestly, that's a big strength for someone to have this self-assuredness and confidence about who they are. Not to say that you're perfect, because no one is perfect, but you understand your strengths, you understand your weaknesses, you understand where you need help, you understand where you can help others. So there's a give and take here. You understand yourself, and that is true mastery. That's true power. And so let's see here. The card that's right underneath that Two of Cups, which I love. 5 of Cups reversed right here. Granted, don't look at the imagery, not so much, mainly the meaning. The imagery is a little sad looking. But the 5 of Cups, saying that you've dealt with emotional disappointments in the past, but you've learned to get over them. You've learned to, look at all these cups in the past, things that have fallen over, things that didn't work out, things that were not fulfilling, and you've reflected upon them enough. You've looked at them enough, you've analyzed them, you've learned the lessons, you've done that. Now it's saying that you've learned, you're moving on, and now you're ready to turn around and see these two cups of opportunity right behind you. And what are these two cups? Literally the Two of Cups right above this card. Literally love. You understand that love is there. Love can still exist in your life despite the experiences that you've gone through. Just because things that were negative or didn't work out in the past, that is not the true story or full story of what's going to happen in your life. You have control over it, and you have taken control over your experiences to really learn from them, to grow from them, expand your self-awareness of love. So here it's telling me that you've really learned a lot of disappointment. Being a Scorpio, myself, it's all about that transformative process. That's who we are as Scorpios. We work through the darkness. We are shadow workers. We work through that darkness to transform ourselves, just like that high priestess here. She is the guardian of the subconscious mind, of that darkness. She is able to withstand that darkness and to go in those deep, dark places. But she comes out of it with new truth, new enlightenment, things that you would not find on the surface level. You have to dig deep and find truth from the BS of life sometimes, through that disappointment, through the pain. So here, this is telling me that, you've gone through a lot here in terms of uplifting yourself, enlightening yourself, and learning that what is needed to really build a strong relationship and to build a loving relationship for yourself and your future partner. So here, this is telling me that, again, you are in a great place to allow love into your life should you want that to happen, should you want that to come in. And if that opportunity does come in, that don't doubt yourself. You're saying here that there's a lot of victory to be had. You're being extremely genuine, and you've learned from the past. And now your spirit or the universe or a higher power, the source energy, the universe, whatever it is, it's saying that you are okay, and we may send love your way with this Two of Cups. So let's move on to some oracle cards and see what it has to say for you. Let's see. Okay, let's start here. Building blocks. I love this. Building blocks. Okay. Just as I said, if this has been a journey for you to really understand your worth and understand your power in a relationship, that's what it means by building blocks. You're building yourself up. You're learning the lessons and you're stacking them up onto a pedestal for yourself to stand. It's a solid foundation for you. Because building blocks is not just, no one is completely prepared and ready for love. Granted, sometimes that does happen. You have people who are married for decades of their life and they work on it and they just know how to do that. That's some cases out there. But granted, it's not the story for everyone. People have to go through a journey to understand the lessons of what it means, especially with love, how to allow another person into their life. To understand that love and relationships are a co-creative process. That you are creating a life together. It's not just you versus me me getting my way, you not getting your way. It's about compromise. It's meeting the person halfway. It's creating a life together. It's putting both of your realities to create one reality that's in unison. And so we have To the Sea. Again, talking about love, that Two of Cups, that emotional water energy. To the sea, it's like going to the depths of your emotion, and talking about depths with that High Priestess energy. It's like diving deep into yourself, diving deep into your subconscious mind to, again, find that truth that is hidden from your dark or painful experiences in the past. To really find that shining light in that darkness, because that is the truth of everything that happened. That is the truth and purpose of all those experiences. And you're able to emerge from that darkness, from that subconscious of the sea of your mind, to find new light, to find new truth about yourself, and ultimately to evolve yourself and progress into something greater. So it's almost like saying here, to the sea, it's like to the sea of your mind, to the sea of your subconscious. And it's funny, I'm not sure if you can see from here, but there's like a face here, a very transparent looking face, a translucent face back here. It's almost like you realizing a deeper part of yourself, a hidden part of yourself. It's like a certain hidden aspect of yourself is starting to manifest and to become tangible. And that's probably something that's the greater truth of your experiences, which is something that you've attained now. So let's turn over another card. We got a word of power or wisdom, discipline. So you've maybe understood here that love, yes, it's an emotional journey. You know, it's all about the emotion and love and all those wonderful experiences, but it's also a discipline to be in a relationship. It takes discipline. You know, it's not just about reacting to or to situations or circumstances whenever things go sour. It's about responding to them and sometimes detaching that emotional reaction so that you can understand that, okay, I'm building a life with this person. We may not understand time to time, but this is the opportunity now when things go sour for me to have that conversation, to not just emotionally react and say that this doesn't work for me, this is not the relationship for me, because that's just getting in your way. It takes discipline to say, okay, let me keep my emotions in check. Let me get all the information. Let me understand the full story of where they're coming from so that I can understand better and we can work on this and hopefully move on from it. And the same thing goes for the other party as well. So here, it takes discipline to understand that a relationship is not easy. Yes, it is work. Yes, there is a lot of fun and rewards to be had and experienced, but it takes certain discipline. It takes a certain amount of work and understanding, strength, stability, maturity, all those things in order for it to work on a very deep level. So discipline here, I love that. I mean, I think that's the biggest journey here that I can see in terms of what you've learned is discipline in your ability to handle a relationship and to give love to that other person. So let's move on. Let's do one more card. Advice from your highest self. Let's see. The Chariot. The Chariot reversed. I love this. So the Chariot reversed, it's almost saying that, you know, if there are times where you feel like you're ready just to run off into a relationship or run away from a relationship or rush into a relationship, it's saying that time to slow down a little bit. You've built yourself up for something great. You've given yourself an emotional foundation and stability that maybe this is the first time you're really experiencing that and owning that power and owning and being accountable for that. So it's saying for you, number one, don't run away from relationships. It's saying stay put, stay slow, stay present. And it's also saying don't run into a relationship. Don't run for the first thing that is there. Because number one, you've learned probably from your experiences that that you are worth it and that you have to find the right person who is worth it for you. You're not, just because the first person that comes your way does not mean that they're going to be the one for you. So it's saying a twofold story here with this Chariot card reversed. Don't run away from relationships. If something is given to you, give them the benefit of the doubt. Take some time to get to know this person because this person could give you a great opportunity. But also, don't run for the first person that comes along your way. So keep that in mind because, you know, there could be someone else better waiting for you, but you have to just be open. You know, the biggest thing about the cup suit and the waters of our emotions is that water needs to be in flow. Our emotions need to be in flow. So we just have to keep an open heart and an open mind so that opportunities can come in and out of our life. We're not too stuck on one thing or another, and we can just take in the information and make a decision that is best for us. So overall, I think this is a great reading. I mean, especially for Valentine's Day coming up this month, you know, there's a lot of opportunity for love if this does resonate for you, that you've really built up a good foundation for it to exist in your life, and that you probably are ready for the next step in terms of a relationship of some kind. So be open to it. You know, if something does come your way, just be open to it and see what could happen. The universe sends people our way, sends opportunities our way, and it could change our life. You never know. But you're in a good place to handle it and see what happens. So play along with that. So overall, great reading, Scorpios out there. I think this is very wonderful if you're looking for love, if this does resonate with you. So if this reading did resonate, I hope it did on at least a few levels, if not more. I want to say thank you so much for allowing me to read your cards. I very much appreciate it. If you liked this video, don't forget to shoot me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. I'd very much appreciate that so we can keep in touch. And don't forget to click that notification bell to stay in touch for future tarot videos also. So that's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much, Scorpios, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.